Well, hello, Mr. President, Supreme Leader. Dan here, registered Republican, and back because I got a few questions, and I know you like to hear about what people are saying, and of course, well, what's the question? What are people thinking? I mean, they could tell you one thing, but think it's something else. So, a lot of people are asking. I get together with my buddies. We talk. And one guy, he points out. He says, in our system, politicians go through grueling elections. They're sometimes, pretty dirty. I mean, they drag up all kinds of stuff. I mean, about affairs and things like that. And eventually the people make a choice. But then you see now, when it comes to like high administration officials, they're supposed to be confirmed by the Senate because these guys have to. And why the Senate? Because the Senate are also elected by the people. Because these guys, whatever they've been doing throughout their lives, when they enter into public service, we want to be assured that they're going to be working in the best interest of the American people. And then, all kinds of other employees, government employees, they have to be vetted, investigated. They got to pass security checks. And then they have to swear an oath of office. And they do all of this so that we Americans, John Q. Public, can have, the highest degree of faith possible in our government. Now, so that this is what people are asking, people are saying, this is what we're talking about, is like you come in and with your cronies and your foreign intrigue and, immigrant kind of thing. And it's like the Habsburgs all over again, and people are not real happy with the Habsburgs and their whole divine right of kings thing. I mean, this country, they rejected that royal court, or at least this is what I believe. That's what they used to teach us in school. So now, you come along, you hide your income taxes, and you hide your conversations with this guy, Putin, and John Q. Public, we feel like we're being denied peace of mind. After all, I mean, we've worked for and that peace of mind. We paid for that peace of mind. That's the way we've always done it. I don't know that, and also, really soldiers have died protecting our rights. And, people say there's a lot of people that they're not too happy with your putting somebody in charge of all kinds of stuff that his only qualification is that he was born to a rich daddy who did a little jail time thanks to, Christie, he was quite a federal prosecutor in his time. All right, but at any rate, now you see, what's really getting people upset is, we understand that when businesses do their deals, or let's even say swindlers cheat their marks out of worldly goods, a little bit like Wayne Lapierre and this other guy, Bannon, they're out on the yacht and, we're finding out they've been doing a lot of BS. They treat people out of their, worldly goods, but wait a minute. Plenty of these characters that give to the NRA a join, and They think they're building a wall. I mean, wow, could you imagine? You're somewhere like in Michigan or Wisconsin. You're worried about somebody coming over a wall, and then they got to make it another 1,000 miles, right? But anyway, look. So these people, they give money, and I'll tell you what. Now, actually, they've lost being cheated by these trusted servants or elected officials. It denies the entire faithful community of their hope and the faith and the peace and even enthusiasm for going about in an honest, productive fashion to succeed in a merit-based system. So this stuff, I tell you, is very, very dangerous. But it's as if, well, you know what, we're all human beings. And, let's say we know that a typical parent is going to work real hard to put food on the table, keep a roof over the head of the family, of the loved ones, not just the loved ones, but his wards, whoever he's responsible for. And that could include the family dog, but the parent is going to be loving and, responsible, detail-oriented guy to keep the family, safe. Now, a loving parent would not come home, tell his wife and kids, if you don't do exactly what I tell you to do, and immediately when I tell you to do it, whatever it is, you're out in the street immediately. And if you ask what, and if, let's say, one of the kids or the wife asks why, a loving father's not going to say, you don't have a right to know, or respond with silence, no answer, or you don't need to know. Or how about, I am absolute, and you don't ask me any questions. I got to tell you, that would be really some attitude. And then, let's just say now that he's been asked a question, he turns around, he kicks the dog, beats the wife and the kids, and then to add insult to misery, he even brings home a girlfriend, and he tells the pregnant wife to go out and sleep on the couch. Well, so in other words, he's just letting them know he dominates. I'll tell you what. If anybody objects to this authoritarianism, this callous disregard for the rights and feelings of others, and they object and they get a beating, you know what? Family services, if they catch wind of a sicko like that, who is punishing people he's responsible for, that he is supposed to be protecting, and he punishes them, family services would be over, and they would be letting him know he's not doing what he's supposed to do, and he could end up in a heck of a lot of trouble. Now, we know, though, that if a guy is real sick, and like that, what's he going to do? He's going to come up with, government is too big. He'll get down the bar, get with his buddies, nobody can tell him what to do, all the rest of this stuff. Well, I'll tell you, I hate to say this, Mr. President, but this is what people are saying, and plenty of people are saying it. That's the way you've been treating the American family, the American people. It's as if you got more interest in hurting us than really helping us. You're trying to make us fear one another. Now, we got this COVID-19 pandemic. Oh, I don't, what to talk about that. The super high unemployment, How about the opioid crisis? Again, we got all this, and plenty of gun violence. And, you came up with, like, tax cuts there for your rich buddies. It's like if a bum is down the bar, he's got all the money in the world to buy drinks for his freaking buddies. But then for the family, the people he should be taking care of, people who need his help, he doesn't want to do anything. I'll tell you, real bad news, And I'll tell you, and this love affair that you got going on with Kim Jong-un and Putin, I tell you, a lot of people concerned about that. People are asking questions. And so you're demagoguing, and we know it. I mean, I personally know people who can not only say it, but they can spell it and know what it means. You're trying to turn one against the other, and you know that it's unnecessary, but you want to get yourself elected. That's what people are saying. So, if in our system of checks and balances, you seem to be tearing them apart. And we're very concerned that you're doing this for your intimate friend, Vlad. And because he's been going all over the place, meddling in the elections of Western democracies, thinking that his strategic relativism is going to get him someplace. Now, him and his oligarch friends, the kleptocrats, they haven't really done anything for Russia anyway. So now he's got to reach out and, they've stolen so much from the Russian people that they got to be able to start ripping some other people off. And he needs a partner, and we know he needs a partner. So, if you would, please address that. Now, actually, I continue to feel concerned about the young people and children who seek to develop their own identities or try to develop their own identities while under the thumb of tyrannical and sick fathers who are like control freaks, who's got to dominate all the time, who they think who believe stuff like win at any cost. It isn't always about winning. It could be a heck of a lot about loving. But, hey, you're the wartime president. Wow. I'll tell you what, we're losing the COVID war. But let's not talk about that. At the beginning of Common Sense, Thomas Paine advises us, a long habit of thinking a thing wrong gives it a superficial appearance of being right. And actually, over the past 50 years, a heck of a lot of things in the United States haven't gone too well. And I'm really afraid that a lot of us are feeling a little dazed and confused, just like that person really, we don't know what to think. So, I mean, I've asked you, if you could do something to be a little more loving toward the American family, and, would you consider breaking up with your boy, your friends there, Kim Jong-un, Putin, and, let's see if we get together on some political strategy, and always keep it in mind, though, of course, that alt facts kill. So, Tulu, au revoir, and then hopefully we could, have some more discussion. Well, have fun in the meantime, and let's say if it doesn't go your way, be a man. Take it like a man, really. Show us some character here.